Hey guys, Xynx here, back from vacation and back with another SB19 reaction. Okay, look, I know it's been so long since I've posted a video on here, but as I said, I was on vacation. I fully intended to record some videos. I even brought a laptop and a little webcam, and I knew the quality wasn't going to be as good, but at least I could post something, and I could actually continue to watch some content while delivering my reactions to you guys. But as you saw, that wasn't the case. I did get one video out, which I thought I solved all my problems and everything was going to be fine after that. But of course, there were some Windows updates and driver errors and all these other things. I have no idea. The webcam wasn't showing up. The mic wasn't recording anything. Yeah, so unfortunately, I had to give up on the idea of recording during my trip. But I'm back now. You guys don't know how hard it was to not watch anything while on vacation. I mean, it was a great vacation, don't get me wrong. My family and I had a lot of fun and a lot of just relaxing times. But there was a lot of downtime, especially at night, when I was like, oh, I really want to watch something. But I knew that every single thing that I watched would be a missed reaction. And I know that once I start watching something, you know, you just hit the next button and we just keep going down that rabbit hole. Hours pass and I'm not going to have anything left to react to. But so here I am and I'm ready to get this thing back up and running. There's quite a few things that have been released in the last few weeks. I mean, I've seen a few collab songs. There's another show break that came out recently, maybe the last couple days or so. But so many of you have been patiently waiting for me to react to this CashualChuck series. And so that's what we're going to do today. So we're going to check out SB19 Story Episode 1, Sound Break by CashualChuck. But before we do, as always, if you haven't already, hit the like and subscribe buttons down below, the notification bell to know if a new video drops, and let's get to that video. Alright guys, are you ready? You don't know how excited I am to be back and being able to watch some videos. So let's go ahead and get started. SB19 Story Episode 1, Sound Break by CashualChuck. Here we go. Everyone's been talking about this, so it's time. It's time.
Disclaimer, this video is only based on my personal research. I might miss some details and it's possible to have discrepancies, but I did my best to get as much accurate information as possible, so enjoy.
2016.
This is Cult Triple, a group of talented performers and comedians from Korea you've probably never heard of. They were formed back in 1994 when the word K-pop hasn't even been invented. In 2002, one of the members made the biggest mistake of his life, which will change the entire course of P-pop history.
Sound break.
Do you remember this song?
What, is that them? They look so different. What is this?
It all started
They were doing
with this man,
Never Gonna Give You Up.
Song-han. When he left the trio in 2002 to become an entrepreneur, Cult Triple became Cult 2. Most of their fans definitely thought that Song-han's decision was a huge mistake because the remaining members started racking up different awards in the entertainment industry. If he only stuck around, he would have gotten those awards too. But this man's decision was final. He used all of his savings to build an event organizing company called Show BT Entertainment. Yep, I'm talking about Tatang Robin. Tatang noticed how passionate Filipino fans were during the rise of K-pop, so he wanted to organize K-pop concerts and events that promote Korean and Filipino culture. To make that happen, he needed entertainers, a group of young people that would be part of the package of their service as an event organizer. We are talking about people who can do dancing, singing, and even act as servants like waiting tables and assisting guests. So he held an audition and hundreds of young talents applied. 30 of them passed as trainees. They were then called Nara, which in Korean means country and is the national tree of the Philippines. They went to multiple events together, including the fan meeting event of the K-pop group called Off-Road. After numerous events, Tatang Robin saw something special when it comes to Filipino talent.
Oh, okay. I remember, I forgot what video it was, but I was like asking if they were a co-ed group before. I guess that explains Pablo and Josh there. I don't recognize the other people.
Numerous
Yeah, wow.
Tatang Robin saw something special when it comes to Filipino talent. He realized that some of his trainees were far too talented to just end up as small-time performers. So he decided to launch the first P-pop boy group that underwent strict Korean-type training. Out of the 30 trainees, only few have made it.
Is there a place to watch the trainings and stuff like that?
Gian Paolo Nase. He always wanted to be a performer. As a young dreamer, he joined several competitions as a soloist and also a member of the K-pop dance cover group called PHP. As a trainee, he was the guy who shows up early and leaves late despite juggling a full-time job as a data analyst to provide for his family. He was the first one selected due to his undeniable diligence and leadership qualities. He is known to have critically acclaimed songwriting ability, a badass rapper, and was often dubbed as a genius, but he consistently denied it because he claimed to be just a hard worker. This made him the destined leader of the group. He debuted with the name Sejun, but later changed his name to Pablo. Now that the methodical leader is chosen, they needed more members. Tatang Robin just got a genius composer in Pablo, so they needed someone.
Okay, Simon Servita. I used to watch his producing videos on YouTube, music production videos. I haven't made anything, but I still thought it was interesting on how he breaks it down, the process and everything. I know that he has a couple breakdown videos of how he produced songs from Pugsable, so I definitely plan on watching those sometime. But yeah, it's been a while, and so just seeing him here, it's bringing back memories.
One who can dance, and this next guy is exactly that, and even more. Stelvester Ahero. He was only 16 when he started competing as a dancer while studying. He was a born winner despite growing up as a bullied kid. He made performing his escape from the harsh reality of the world.
He looks so different there.
Channeling the negative aspect of his life and converting it by winning multiple K-pop dance cover competitions with his group Sayon. He is also a hard worker. He was teaching dance to kids while competing. There was a point when he worked too hard that it threatened his life due to poor health. He is a very skilled choreographer. In fact, he's the main culprit behind most.
I gotta watch those making of films
and amazingly synchronized dance routines. But little did they know that dancing wasn't even his only talent. He easily became the main heavenly voice of the group because his vocals were just
yeah, he's crazy.
Out of this world. He debuted as Stel, the main vocalist, the lead dancer, and choreographer of the group. Josh Cullen Santos became homeless at the age of 16, and it was his decision.
Oh man.
He's had the worst childhood among the other members. From growing up in a toxic environment to being physically abused as a kid by their nanny. At an early age, he witnessed what it feels like to be a member of a middle-class family that went rock bottom in just a matter of months. He experienced getting evicted from apartments to smaller rooms.
Wow.
It came to a point when his family had nothing to eat but ketchup and salt. They had no permanent address. Because of that, Josh and his sister dropped out of school multiple times, so they got bullied at school for being repeaters. Sometimes he would get into fistfights for defending her. Josh had enough of this, so he took matters into his own hands by leaving. He became independent and started working as an internet cafe attendant. Using his own income, he took the alternative learning system and was able to finish his high school degree. He clearly had no background in performance.
Wait, what's that? What is this? Anyways, he's had a rough beginning to his life. Even though he went through all those struggles, you know, he could see how much he's bounced back since then. It kind of gives you a fighting willpower if you choose to take those experiences and channel them in a way to help you reach greater heights. I mean, of course, you could take it the other way and pity party yourself all day, but there's so much more in life that you can achieve, and Josh is an example of that.
And was able to finish his high school degree. He clearly had no background.
I still want to find out what that is.
Not until he met new friends from the dance community, which led to him meeting Stell and Sayan. They became co-members and went on to win numerous K-pop dance cover competitions all over Asia. They even met BTS during one of their winning runs in Korea. In a way, Josh was saved by Stell after trying so hard to save himself. And it paid off because after training, Josh ended up debuting as the lead rapper and dancer of the group.
There you go.
Justin the Joss didn't have to audition. Apparently, he was a very good-looking guy that when he joined a talent workshop as a teenager, Show BT immediately took notice and offered him to become a trainee to improve his singing and dancing skills. He was one of the late joiners, and when he did,
he has to have some sort of base to go off of, right?
You look familiar.
Apparently, the two had a stint in performing together in a K-pop dance cover group called Zero to Hero.
It's not like he was just picked randomly. That's so cool. Seeing them before SB19.
He auditioned to be a part of the televised Pinoy boy band Superstar show, but he didn't even make it to the live auditions. Perhaps it was fate. He didn't have great singing skills at the time. It was only when he became a trainee that he improved astoundingly in the vocal department. He went on to finish his
so good
degree
now
in multimedia
with his
arts
vocals.
While training, which earned him a skill.
He's leveling up.
He then got selected to debut as the main visual, the sub-vocalist, and the creative director of the group. He was the would-be director behind the record-breaking P-pop music video, What? And
yeah, I really got to watch those making of.
That's a story for another video. At this point, Show BT seemed to have completed the group. 4 members in a P-pop group, a nice even number. 2 rappers and 2 vocalists. They were perfectly balanced, but they felt like something was missing. Perhaps someone was missing. Someone who could take this already great group of guys and push them to achieve the next level, the extraordinary level. Someone so naturally gifted that he could stand out in the presence of the already talented group of young artists. This venture that Tatang Robin took needed an apex, so he started the online auditions. When Josh heard about it, he was like, I know a guy.
I was gonna say, good job, Chuck, finding clips without Ken in them or hidden.
Such a specimen. He was so naturally gifted that excelling in sports looked like a walk in the park for him. He grew up in the church under the care of his grandparents. He was an artistic kid, so he was active as an editorial cartoonist in school.
Oh, wow.
Nobody taught him to play musical instruments. He taught himself by just listening to the music, so he ended up becoming a southpaw guitarist, but he later fixed it
natural.
As he learned more. He didn't even know that he could dance until he was forced to in order to get good grades during their school intrams. After discovering dance, he transformed from a guy who didn't know it to someone who can fly. Because of his raw talent, he ended up teaching dance to the entire school and continued on to form...
You mean he didn't even want to dance originally? Wait, let me re-listen to that.
He later fixed it as he learned more. He didn't even know that he could dance until he was forced to in order to get good grades during their school intrams.
What's he doing?
After discovering dance, he transformed from a guy who didn't know it to someone who can fly.
Jeez, now he's
because
doing
of his
flips
raw talent, he ended up teaching dance to the entire school and continued on to form
that was one of the first things I noticed when I watched the
Amigo 7. Apparently, his group
gave
Josh's group so much trouble during the
long
early
time ago,
competitions because
or
they
it feels
were
like,
very good rivals. So he decided to recruit him. But Philip was hundreds of islands away and didn't have the money. What did Josh do? He shelled out for his plane ticket. With nothing else to lose, Philip went and left his previous life in the countryside. He then trained with the boys and officially debuted with them as Ken, the main dancer, the bass vocalist, and the lead rapper of the group. One thing to note is that they were an unlikely bunch because they wouldn't have met each other if Tatang Robin stayed with his already successful group in Korea. Justin failed his first audition, so he didn't even bother to audition again because he thought he wasn't ready.
He looked
And
dead
Josh
tired
wouldn't
in
have
that clip.
attempted to recruit Ken if Show BT's training program didn't even exist. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the butterfly effect. When a small and seemingly insignificant occurrence has a rippling effect through time, leading to a consequential event sometime long after the initial event, or as Google would put it, a phenomenon whereby a minute localized change in a complex system can have a large effects elsewhere. Tatang Robin's so-called mistake back in 2002 led to forming the future P-pop kings. In 2018, SB19 was formed. The name of the group was carefully picked. The number 19 is the sum of Korea and the Philippines area code digits 82 and 63. So 8 plus 2 plus 6 plus 3 is 19.
Learned that
SB
before.
doesn't only mean Show BT. It is all about their ultimate goal for Pinoy sound to break into the music industry, which is fearlessly represented by this praise. Soundbreak.
Soundbreak. Wait, is that the end already? Oh man. Episode 2, The Zone. Okay. We'll go through these credits real quick. Awesome. All right, guys, so that was episode 1 of CasualChuck's documentary. First thing I gotta say is that this fan-made documentary doesn't feel fan-made. It feels like pretty professionally done. Great editing, great storytelling, great use of clips from SB19 and also stock footage clips. Really well put together. You can tell that a lot of effort went into making this this video here, and thank you, CasualChuck, for producing it. It is episode 1 of 5 or 6, I think. This first one does feel like kind of a basic intro to the group. I mean, I haven't known SB19 for that long, but it feels like I've known them forever. So I'm really hoping that the next few episodes do a deeper dive into the group. I have no idea what the next episodes are going to dive into exactly, but I am very excited to see, especially seeing how this one was put together. But I just know it's going to keep getting better and better. So if you want to keep following along with me, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell to see when the next video is going to drop. Until then, guys, I'll see you in the next one.